Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Atoll Island showcase. This is the magnificent culmination of 6 weeks of work by a number of project presenters and attenders. So welcome. Thank you to Kitty for making this lovely invitation, and she gave me the texture for it as well, and I sent it out to you all in email as an invite. So we have working with us on the project Nathan. I think most of you know him. He is the Autis ambassador and often speaks up for Autis at public events and virtual events. And he has been the project assistant and has been available to all of us and has been a fantastic help. So I'm going to ask Nathan to introduce the project, and if you follow him over to the schedule, he will do that in front of the schedule. So if you'd like to move over to the schedule board where Nathan is in position, gather round. Nathan, I'll turn my voice off because you've kindly agreed to speak.
Check, check, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Alright. Hello, I am Nathan, and I've been the Atoll Island project assistant. On this board, you can see our weekly schedule of everything that we have done over the past couple of weeks. Everyone agreed to do different lessons to help out, and the availability of people who help out. And I have been here since the very beginning of this project, and I've been very proud to be there at the very end. There's lots to see on this island, because everyone's put a lot of hard work into it. And so soon I shall pass back to Dawn, and she will give you a lovely tour of the island. And if you have any more questions, you can ask me or Kitty, who have been working on this island as well, for any form of help or information. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nathan. Just to say very quickly, the project has run as the schedule. We had advanced building on Mondays. I'm not actually near enough to read it all. And we had, on every day Nathan was available. I wasn't in all the time, but I was available if I was needed through Skype. On Tuesdays and on Thursdays, Mo has run his web design course, which is an OCN accredited module. That was in Amesville. Yes, please, James B., do TP Donna over. She was caught up in a call there, and she's on her way in now. Hi, Donna. You're very welcome. We literally Nathan has just introduced the project for us, and I'm just running through the schedule. Darshan did basic building on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Gina did some one-to-one learning styles work, and Kitty has run a project that's really kind of gone through the core of almost everything about surviving on a tropical island. So what we'll be doing is we'll be taking a walk along this magnificent path built by Darshan, and we didn't have to twist his arm very much, did we, Kitty? Kitty is going to introduce the survival question section, because that, as I said, runs through the whole of the island. And as we walk round, we'll point things out. and I have already asked you to give feedback and discussion in local chat. Kitty, when you're ready, over to you. Kitty is typing. We have to sort her voice out, but she's a very fast typer, so you'll need to be close. Do you want to... Oh, if we stay over there, Rebecca, let's you and I just go back over there. Make sure we don't miss her typing. I can read it out actually. So for our fun survival project, we decided to role play that we are shipwrecked. And this meant working together to create all that we need to survive on our island. So the goal was to create a sense of self-sufficiency. Yes, so much so, we did not need to be rescued. We do not need anyone to save us, as we can save ourselves. That's an admirable sentiment, isn't it? So, right, so let's start heading down the path. Please follow me, and as I've said, stay close in chat range because the chat will be saved and your contributions might be useful to you. So here are just some little images from some of the elements of what Kitty was talking about. Seeking fresh water, planning out how the island would be used, creating a home, keeping warm. We have here, just on a side, we have an example of some advanced building, which is an engine, and I think that was done by, was that an example from you, Ben? Was it Ben's or was it Stephen's? It was Stephen's, thank you for that. So if we continue moving down, we come to the fishing section. Now, I was actually on this section, and I must say we had the best fun. Kitty had us all making fish, and she had us creating, she had a script. I think it was an example of advanced building, Donna, because things everything could have kind of mixes in together. So, Kitty, do you want to say anything about the fishing? Yeah, that would be really cool. The fishing was the best fun. Things that stand out in my mind are the way that the script kept sending our fish to the bottom of the sea, and James sort of fixed the script a bit, so thanks for that. I had a go at making a boat, which did sort of sail a bit. Rebecca, I was going to mention your pink fish. I was very enamoured of Rebecca's pink fish, and indeed she is our pink lady. And I think somebody made a fishing pole. Is that correct? And in fact, if you look behind the sign, here is Nathan's fishing pole. And is it possible to take a copy of that? I'm not sure if Louis finished his shark. I certainly spoke to him about it. A lot of the items here that people have made are for sale. I'm not sure if Nathan's fishing pole is, but after we've had our tour, you can go around collecting things and having a go with the various things you can go on. Now, whose is this lovely bucket here? A very essential part of fishing and generally collecting food. Is that your bucket, Nathan, or is this a different one? Can somebody, if we've lost David, can someone give him a TP? Oh, that's your bucket, is it, Adam? That's actually a very detailed bucket looking at it. Okay, David, have you found us? Can somebody just TP David over. He was just saying, where did everybody go? Now, what we have here is, despite people complaining, we decided to have a staff gallery. So that's me wearing a hat made by Kitty. Here's Nathan, project assistant, and as we all know, Fox with his newly reinvented tail. Here is Darshan. Darshan made he made a lot of things that are available. Revamped, yes, good word. You can take an ice cream, whatever flavour you like, or you can take a pair of these lovely sunglasses. You can just click on them to buy a copy for €0. And here is Kitty, and one of the interesting things was that every time you saw Kitty, she had that hammer in her hand, and I was always a little bit nervous about what she was doing with it. I'm glad to see she hasn't got it today. If you follow me down the path, then we've got James B, who did the advanced building, Gina, great in her very bright holiday clothes, and here is Mo, web design, looking as smart as we expect. So, any questions so far? Any comments? Anything I've missed, Kitty, Darshan, James? Okay, Kitty, go ahead. You're going to have to talk to Gina about that. Yes, help yourself to ice cream, and I love the sunglasses. Now, if you'd like to walk round here, please follow me around. I must say Mo is very colourful today. I was saying earlier, Donna, he does look like the classic Brit on holiday. So what we have here is a leisure activity, because we can't all be working hard to survive. I think Kitty found a script for a football and asked if somebody would make a pitch to play football in, and if one or two of you want to try it, I think David, you made this, did you not? So well done. Yes, it's your football field, so Atoll Island Rovers. So after a hard day's work, so nice to have a friendly kick around with your fellow castaways. Yes, Donna, I could certainly move in. Kitty, did you give Donna one of your lays that you made? I'm sure we're all waving. Oh, right, cool. We don't have a vine yet. Okay, cool, that's great. So this here, if you'd like to come around here, this just is a little representation of Gina's area. Oh, Rebecca. As you see, Rebecca, some lovely pink there. What Gina did is that she was working in the area of learning styles. So that's why you have visual, auditory, and some people say kinesthetic, and some people say tactile, touch. And we all learn in different ways. And Gina was applying this in terms of cooking, how to cook, how to follow a recipe using your learning style. And this is a prop that she created for that class. I know it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I could eat a piece of that cake. How to cook. Oh, very good, Adam. Oh, we could have a whole series of jokes like that, couldn't we? How to build. How to chat. You've got me going now. Yes, you can all make a Victoria sponge. The little campfire is Gina's place for teaching. She wanted to have an informal classroom, so Darshan very kindly put a log, a campfire with some logs and a fire to sit round and be informal. So they had some sessions there. Yes, we've got, yeah, how to fly, very good. So when you're ready, Kitty, stop pushing me. Yeah, absolutely, Donna. I think she's overexcited. So we walk down now. We come on to the very important area of shelter, and this is part of the. This is a part not just of creating shelter. Oh, Danny, I'm so pleased to see you. Welcome. Well done getting in. It's about having some personality in your living area, and it's about using your building skills. So we're going to walk down here, and I'm going to ask James B to do a bit of chatting here. And there's actually a few things you can play with. So if you try not to fall in the water. Oops, got my skirt wet. So James B, can I hand over to you for a few minutes? This first house is Kitty's house. Kitty went a bit mad in the decor of the house. As you can see, she's created the illusion of windows inside, and she's also got a door curtain that closes. If you touch it, you can buy it if you click on it, but if you do the touch option, that curtain will close. Okay, James B, I'm turning my sound off, so you go.
Hello, this working? Great, okay. Well, so I was in charge of the so-called advanced building class. It ended up being one of the least formal classes of the lot, I'm afraid. We basically just turned up and said, right, anyone who wants to build what, I'll give you advice as you need. It tended, in a few cases, we did have things we wanted to build. There is, for instance, Kitty's curtain, which was the product of some script research and stuff. And last session, although I have to thank Kitty for her help because I was really under the weather, she was practically me assisting Kitty with this one, we ended up building those float rings over there, which again was a case of, script research and, fiddling with the numbers inside the scripts so that people ended up sitting on them correctly. And to be honest, I think the advanced building session came very much down to just being willing to put the time into experimenting and get things right. This number in the script, okay, that's not quite right, get up, change it, try again, and so on and so on. But yeah, that's I can't think of much more to say about that, but yeah, Kitty was a great help, as was Nathan. Yeah, have I missed anything?
No, James, that's fantastic. The only thing you've missed is your willingness to try things, which I have often, I've often seen that in the past. You can say something to James and he'll say, no, I don't really know about that. And then next thing you know, he's worked out how to do it or he's had a go at it. So and that's a very good quality. It's giving things a go, so thanks for that. Oh, Kitty's got a link on her tablet. We'll see further on, Darshan had everybody making tablets, and I think Kitty's put a link in hers. So you can see there's a lot of, oh, you can see the media link. There's such a lot to play. There's other houses, you can wander. There's 15 houses. I don't know whose is which or what belong to, but you can certainly have. Oh, Danny, I love your hair. That is fabulous. Really love it. You can explore and have a look, and Nathan, I might point out, Nathan has his camera with him, a camera he made. If anybody would like to have their photograph taken on a float, just ask him. Nathan will be taking photographs anyway. That's a function he's performed throughout. He's taken a lot of photos, and we have those stored in the drive, and they're wonderful evidence for us to have of the project, as indeed is this video, showcase video. Yes. So now we're going, just put me right here, Kitty, we're heading towards the water now. When you're ready, come and meet me at the bridge. This is a bit like when I was a teacher and I used to take, I used to do school trips. Yeah, and I'd be saying things like, yeah, David, come out of the water, please use the bridge. Yeah, field trip. Yes, I was quite strict, Darshan. Well, you have to be when you're responsible for people. So obviously you can see we made a river. We had some help from Darshan in neatening up after we'd messed his beautiful terraforming up. No, Kitty, I can believe that. We've put this marvellous waterfall in. Kitty got some sort of a script for it to make it pour down like that, or got hold of it. And there is our source of clean fresh water, and also lovely shady areas. So really this was the first thing we did, wasn't it, Kitty? Getting water. It was agreed we needed water before anything. Yes, Kitty. Darshan, you can bump into Kitty for that remark, even though it's a rude thing to do. So now, who is responsible for this? Darshan, were you in charge of clothes making? Because this kind of got legs and ran, and just ran forever, because some people had different outfits on nearly every time you saw them. Yeah, that's right, Mo. That's why we put water as our priority. So you can see there's a line-up picture there and some individual pictures, and we've just had such a lot of fun making the clothes, and Kitty and I put our best skirts on today for this event. Yes, Darshan, well said. Every single time I've seen Kitty, she's been in a new outfit, although I must say I do love my Kitty hat. And those hats are available if people want them. Isn't Nathan's tail awesome? But I don't think he'll be sharing that because he's a fox in that. Yes, and as he walks it moves, it's got a script in it. Yeah. Nathan used to have a tail in a different grid, but didn't transfer here. And he had foxy ears too. Have you redone your foxy ears yet, Nathan? And he missed his tail so much that I think he and Kitty got together one day, and he made it. He made it again. I'm waiting for the ears to come back. No, you can't, Darshan. Yeah, Kitty, thanks for mentioning that. I think one of the massive features that I have seen in the few weeks of this project is not just, you know, the way that the learners on the project have worked together and helped each other, but the way that the staff members doing different projects have stepped in and supported and helped each other. You know, like we have Mo today. He should be teaching his class, but he's brought them over to this and he's recording it. We have James B has already said that Kitty was very helpful when he wasn't in very good form. And just in general, everybody has pitched in. And, you know, that's so important. This is actually a really good example of teamwork for your CVs. You can legitimately put that, and if anybody needed a reference for teamwork, who's, you know, been a deliverer, I can quite legitimately give you one for this project. So would you like to teleport to the top of the mountain? Got a little treat here. James, is it safe now? Okay. When we came up here earlier, the first thing that happened is Nathan walked off the edge and fell into the sea. So come over to the lookout point. Just for us to see, we truly are an island in the middle of endless sea. It's particularly pretty if you put sunset on or sunrise, and you can see the sea stretching away into the horizon, or you can turn around and look at the beauty of our island, the lovely island we've made. Rebecca is miles away there. Forgotten how to wave, or I would wave at her. Yes, we didn't quite have time to do that. We certainly thought about it. Oh, is that how you do a wave? Well, Nathan walked off, but you'll see that you can jump off. It takes a bit of effort now. James B put up an invisible barrier. If you'd like to jump off, Darshan, just go ahead. But obviously, as school tour leader, I have to be responsible. Couldn't have any bodies in the ocean, could I? So, when you've had a look there, come back down, take the teleport back, and we'll carry on. Teleport back down. Darshan did the teleport, by the way. We did experiment with steps, but we weren't very happy with them. So Darshan said to me, I think we would have been better with the teleport. And I said, I agree. So we got rid of the steps and he put the teleport up. It would have been a lot of steps anyway. Oh, Donna, I'm so glad. I have to say I'm loving it myself. I'm so proud of what's been achieved by everybody here. It's just been such a lot of fun. You know, things have been learned and sort of work has been done. But it has been also, it's really absolute proof that learning can be fun. Learning should be fun. So a little bit of a walk here along the back. So I'm going to cut across the path because we're going over to our little secret oasis over here. Just, this is our quiet corner. I've forgotten the name you gave it, Darshan. Oh, Nathan, did you name it? Tranquil Beach, yeah, that's it. I wanted to put up a no litter sign, but Nathan wouldn't let me. He said it's natural beauty, has to be left. I have the sunrise on, it's lovely. It's idyllic, isn't it? When you're ready, I think Tranquil Beach is a great name. Now we're looking at, well, they're telling me this is basic building, but it doesn't look very basic to me. So if you'd like to head over. What we have here is, this is an exercise. Darshan, are you going to say a little bit about this and some of your building? Are you typing? You're typing, aren't you? So you go ahead and type and I'll just support you in voice. Okay, so Darshan, what was the thinking behind these fabulous bulbs? You can see that on the one marked sample which Darshan put for illustration, if you click it you can switch the light on and off. So we decided to put a script in it. If Ben's here and he wants a script, James B can give you one. We have a script for light on and off. It's called light on off and you just drop it in. We're getting a lot of good information in local chat, little tricks of the trade. So, is Ben around? Ben, do you want the script for light on and off? James B, can you give that to Ben? You've got it. It's just called light on off. I know you've had it a while. Or I can find it if you can't find it. So Darshan is demonstrating using complex shapes, you know, the basic shapes we all know, cubes and spheres and cylinders. Okay, that's no problem. And you can see in his sample he's got the shapes there individually and then he's got the shapes all hooked up together. Sorry, that's me. I'm just putting that script in for Ben. There you go, Ben. Okay, well James has a glow on-off switch, which is good. All you do is edit and you drop the script and contents. It's absolutely as simple as that. So Darshan broke everything down, as you can see on his sample, and by creating the sample, putting things together, made their own bulbs. That was a really good way of illustrating that. And Darshan, are you going to, did you get them to link all this together then? Did you teach linking as well? So, and did you tell them about choosing the root prim and everything and naming it? Oh, sorry about that then. I gave it to someone before. Let me... Oh, hang on, I can give you... Oh, wait a minute, let me try again. Let me just try that again now, Ben. Try this one, delete the other one. Oh yeah, you can maybe use it without being able to look at it. So if we move down, what were you saying about the tablet, Darshan? This is the tablet sample. This is where, you know, Donna, you saw Kitty's tablet in her house. Yes, give it in a note. This is where, this is the class. Well, don't worry, Darshan, we will give you the opportunity to deliver some scripting at a future project. I will bear that in mind. So you see here, you can see very simply here what you need to create a tablet. Now, James. And here are the tablet. Then what are these SOSs, Darshan? Oh yeah, we're not saying that enough. We put media into the object, so you can find a web page, or you can do most things you can do online. Play something from YouTube. Darshan and James are playing very, very good professional communication there, giving each other very positive feedback and being very minimal about their own abilities. I'm going to step in and say they are both really, really good. And I'm very, very happy to be able to call on either of them when I need some help or support. And I think the main thing is that once we all get together, we can usually solve any problem. So, Darshan, these SOSs, the SOS sample, what was the object of this particular build exercise? I must say the choice of SOS, given that you're on, you're shipwrecked on an island, is very timely, very appropriate. That's right. You're using some of the more complex shapes here. This is an exercise using, creating letters. And I must point out that Nathan's also has it underneath in Morse code, just in case you hadn't spotted that. Yes. So fantastic examples there. And, even within the choices made, given that people were making SOS, no one's letters are the same. I mean, Ben's, for instance, are very roundy, and some of the others are blocked. We have surfboards here. Do the surfboards work, Kitty? Do they actually surf, or are they not at that stage yet? Very good, David. Right, so I can't invite you to go to anything, but they are lovely. Yeah, we found that whole vehicle thing challenging, but we're going to look at that. We are going to look at that going forward. You can stand on them. Yeah, you can stand on it, and you could have a photograph taken looking as if you were surfing. So now, where are we now? Our first build projects. These are some examples of early basic building. I just want to commend Rebecca here, because Kitty and I had agreed that we would come in early and do a run through. And Rebecca came in not long after we were here because she wanted to finish her chair. And as you can see, it is really fabulous, and it is finished. And it is, of course, pink, very mostly pink, but well done for wanting to get that finished. Which is your table? This table here with the balloons on it, and this flower. Wow. Wow, I've admired that before. I love the way you put the design on. You will notice that there are balloons on the table, snacks on a table over there, and these black and white squares with circles on them this is DJing equipment, because you may choose to do a bit of partying. Now we're very close to the end now, but if you just like to follow me over here, something that a lot of you might not have seen is Mo's web design course, because, you know, like Gina, it was more teaching, so, you know, more teaching to a qualification, so it had to be delivered in a lab. No, James, what did you want to say about them? The neat SOS for the planes? You mean the one that's very nicely shaped, the solid one? Okay. Oh, in the stones. Oh, sorry, I didn't even know about that. So if you can back, use your camera to stand back. Kitty's stones have been arranged for an airplane, and it says SOS. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know it said SOS. So Mo's going to say a few words now about his course. We have some lovely images. Okay, Mo, can I hand over to you? Are you ready?
Yes, that should be fine. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us today. We had to deliver 6-week web design course, and I had quite a good attendance. There were quite many regulars, actually. I had 4 consistent users at the very end of the program. We're still kind of wrapping things up and working on our website. The whole idea behind it is to deliver a course at level 1 ONC, and the whole idea is for people to know how websites are actually made. So we started by covering the history of the web. So that's one of our first sessions. We looked at the beginning of the web, who were the creators, what was the technology behind it. It was quite an interesting history lesson. Then we moved on to HTML, which is the basic building block of a website. Then moved in to CSS, which is the style sheeting of the website that makes the website looks nice. And finally, in fact, last week we covered something called JavaScript, which is a script that allows functionality to be added to a website, just like scripting in the virtual world, which makes things move, gives things functions. On websites, JavaScripts give websites extra functionality, so buttons will do stuff, things can move around, and so on and so forth. Everyone did so well, and there are a couple of screenshots of example websites done. One of my favorites actually Darshan once, because I'm a fan of Mega Man myself. That's a video game franchise, and Rockman, and he covered a specific game, which is Rockman 7. And another website example I really enjoyed was Elias' website, which was about birds. I thought it was very cute. And the guys still kind of finalizing their website and work, but I'm really proud of them. They did so well. In the future, they can progress to cover HTML in more details, CSS in more details, and JavaScript in more details, because of how short and it's not supposed to be complex anyway, it's supposed to be a summer program. Because of the short program, I think they had everything they needed. They had the basic understanding of web coding, so in the future they can jump into any web design class and they'll feel right at home. They'll feel comfortable with it. It's not completely a foreign concept. And that's pretty much the whole aim of that specific qualification, is give them the ability to actually go on and learn even more web design technologies. It will not feel foreign at all. It will feel fresh and feel easy. But then that's it. Any questions, guys?
Thanks very much, Mo. Thank you. Now, if you just follow me, I've just want to show you very quickly two more things. One is just over here. We've got, well, Darshan, we certainly probably will showcase them when they've completed. They're completing them now. Maybe a little presentation on that in the future, Mo, would be great. So here, now Darshan, just help me out here. This was about using textures, part of the building, putting textures on items, is that correct? Oh, it was you can build a house in 10 minutes. Oh, wow. And these are 10-minute builds. That's amazing. Wow. And who made these two then? And who did the other one? Ben. Oh, well done. Super. That's amazing. That's a great game. We must try that one again. Oh, it was part of the advanced building. Right. It would be, wouldn't it? Because obviously you're linking items together. Oh, so you stood in for James B. Yes, I remember that. Thank you so much for that. That was a great cover session, actually. Right, and finally, just to bring you over here to a little area that we haven't seen before. I'm not sure how this worked out, but we have some pigs. I don't know where the pigs... Oh, did you, Darshan? Great. I don't know where the pigs came from. On a tropical island, I mean. I think that's a sail. But that was a very early session, and there's also, it's when we were doing the, we were doing the fish. There's a few fish lying around. In fact, there are a couple of my fish, which I should just get rid of, because there's other ones in the water. Oh no, they belong to Kitty. Kitty, you have to get rid of these. Oh, mind you, I might have your edit rights now. Yeah, I do. I'll get rid of them. But that is a big, that's a cooking pot. There's a big cooking pot there. Over here. At one point, about 4 of us were in the tub. It's a hot... I thought we were going to get cooked, Kitty. You can get in the hot tub if you like. And then here is a bucket. Who made this bucket? Here's a bucket full of water. David, did you make that? Yes, somebody wanted to cook a pig. Yeah, yes, I thought that was David's bucket. You can't. Now you were able to get in the water before. Anyway, that really concludes the showcase. So that's, the end of the recording, Mo. If anyone has any questions or they want to say anything, that's taken us just about an hour, which was the plan. So what we were going to suggest for the next 20 minutes or so is that people can just wander around, check things out, pick up free items, generally just enjoy being on the island and chatting to each other. And then we will be having our 2 weeks break. Donna, would you like to say a few words? Do you want to say anything?
Yes, I would actually, guys. I'm actually amazed at what I've seen here. I knew you were busy doing activities on the summer the Atoll Island, and I knew Mo was very busy delivering the course on the website software. But I have to say I am stunned at how much was achieved in such a short time. Quite like everything else that I find we do, it's always over and above, well over and above what the requirement is. So nothing gets done and is just a straight through pass when the team's given a task to do. 150% goes in, and you always churn out some excellent stuff. And I think this is such a fun island to just walk around, let alone participate in doing the creative activity. So I'd like to congratulate you on such a fantastic piece of work. It's outstanding. And one of the things that stood out to me is how important it is to give you, space like this to explore your creativity at the same time as having the more structured learning as well. So you can look forward to more projects and programs like this, because they are going to form the basis of many of my funding applications. And I think we just need to watch this space. We've really got to get the word out about the type of activity that we're doing here. So thanks for the photos, Nathan, and anybody else, because we'll pop those on Twitter and on the website and start to spread the word, because I think more people need to be able to participate in this sort of thing. They would absolutely love it, and there's so much benefit on so many different levels. So I'd like to thank the staff team for all their hard work here, and to everybody, even those who were not able to come today. This was a light touch summer program, so it was very much about coming to what appeals to you. And some people, because they were on holidays or had other commitments, were only able to attend for a week, but at least they were able to be here. So that's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, thanks to everybody for that. And yes, I'm a bit sad in some ways to say we're closed for 2 weeks. We do need rest though. So those creative juices don't flow unless we have good breaks. And so I think over the next 2 weeks there will not be any structured sessions. So there's no classes happening until the week commencing the 25th of September. That means no classes and no job club. We return on, I think the first class that's going to happen will be on the 26th of September. And those of you who are in that class, you will get a notification. That's the Money Smart program. And then that Thursday, the 28th, will be the first job club. And that will too have a money-oriented focus. And alongside that, we're hoping that there'll also be some fun things happening elsewhere in the grid, which again we will notify you by email. So there's lots of great about to happen. Those of you who are involved in Sandbox, I'm sure you'll be getting an email updating you on things. So if you don't hear from us for a few days, it's just because we're trying to recover a bit, and soon you'll be getting emails and things like that, and some individuals might be having one-to-one sessions with their mentor or their the manager that's responsible for their learning program. So David, yes, you are back on the 28th. That's the Thursday for the Job Club. Some of you will be back on the 26th, and I will email you about that, but off the top of my head it's Rebecca, Heather and Daniel, I believe, who I'm expecting on those dates. But I will drop you an email and let you know. So yeah, Job Club is the 28th of September, and we look forward to seeing you all then.